Good morning. Welcome back to the homestead. Glad you could make it. Well, as promised, I'm going to get started on this roof this morning and get it finished up. I just need to trim the excess. Hopefully that's all I need to do. And then, and then cut first I'm going to cut the roof cap shingles. So that consists of taking 3 shingles per sheet and making them 1 shingle per sheet, or making them 1 shingle each. And then you lay those on the cap. So I'm going to do that first, trim those all up, and then go up there and make sure that's going to work. And then put them down and all that stuff. Okay, that's 33 individual shingles. That should be enough for the cap. At least it was if I counted right on the one over there. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to trim where the top row of shingles meet. I'm going to take one of those up there with me and make sure that the top shingles are up high enough. They seem to be a little bit lower than the last one I did. There was more overhang. So I want to make sure that they go down far enough to cover the nails. It's kind of important. So let's get it. Oh, I got to put on my harness and all that stuff. Okay, that completes the roof on cottage number 2. I just need to take the scaffold board down and the roof jacks and pick up my mess. Oh, and the ladder. There's that. Okay, well that does it for the roofing on cottage number 2. I've got everything, all my mess cleaned up, with the exception of my tools, but I'll put those up pretty quick. Anyway, you'll notice that I got another pair of roof jacks. That's for the longer buildings. These are 12 feet, 13 or 14 I guess on the roof. And but the other buildings are 24s, so 26 on the roof. And I need another set to get all the way down. Those of you that have roofed before know you can't really do just like half and then half again because of the way they interlock. So for the safety of it all, they're only $11.50 a piece. It's definitely worth it. Now I've got a whole bunch of other things on my list to do. Okay, well, what hasn't been a super priority is today a priority. It's 100 degrees out here, and that little air conditioner right there has been running nonstop for 3 days, and it's just not cutting the mustard anymore. It's not blowing the air like it should. It's 3 years old. It's been really run and abused. So we have a new one that we had slated for another cottage, but that's okay. We're going to put it up there for now because that's our living space, and we really need to not be dying. It's 90 degrees inside there right now, and yes, that makes it 10 degrees cooler than out here, but it's not. I'm just saying. We're in there sweating with fans blowing on us. So I'm going to prep the new one out on this little bench behind me that you can't see, but you will see. And then get it ready to throw in there, and then run in there real fast, unplug it, pull that one out, put the new one in, plug it in. So we try not to lose too much of the cool that's inside. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, this one doesn't mount exactly like the other one. It's got some bumps and bulges and things that are a little bit off. So on the other one, I only had one side skirt on it. That's all I needed. The other side, it was over as far as it would go. See, the bottom of the window goes like this. It's radiused round, so you can't slide the air conditioning all the way over. Otherwise, it just lifts it up. So since it has to be away from it anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put this other skirt on the other side, but I need they're not meant to go all the way closed. So I'm going to have to go get a saw and cut it, the plastic inserts, so that it'll butt up against the air conditioner on both sides and be snug. And then I'll screw the wood in, and then we'll put it back in, and I'll have to get some foam to fill in the obvious hole that's going to be there, because I think it's going to be off a little bit. Okay, it's installed. I still need to put a little bit of tape around a couple of the corners, but I utilized the insulation foam that they sent with the unit. Put it in a little bit different than last time. Hopefully it'll work a little better and a little longer. That'd be nice. But it's already cooling off. I'm going to go get some tape and finish it up. All right, well, this is the little air conditioner that I took out of our window. And I put the new one in. We're going to take the covers off this thing and see what it looks like. See if it's just really disgustingly dirty, which I'm pretty sure it is. It's all cloudy all of a sudden. Humid, hot, but cloudy. Anyway, the inside of this air conditioner is pretty gross. There's ants all over inside of it. The condenser fins are plugged up. Here, let me just show you. There's the fins. You can see how they're, well, you're supposed to be able to see through them. And those you can't. And if you look down inside, it's grody. Really, really gross. And in there, yeah, it's pretty bad. That's the inside. Anyway, it's pretty bad. So we're going to squirt some soapy water on it, let it sit, and then hose it off. Trying not to get any of the water directly in the electric motor. We won't start it up for a while. We'll make sure it dries out good. But for now, we're going to see if we can clean it up. Okay, I'm going to spray this cleaner on there. This is a cleaner with bleach in it. Isn't what is necessarily recommended. Somebody said use Dawn dish soap and water. But I don't have an empty spray bottle, so we're going to use this. See if it works. All right, I'm going to go get, see if I can find a soft brush so I can brush those fins, because they're pretty clogged up. This isn't the kind of brush I was looking for, but maybe it'll work. Okay, that's clean-ish, mostly. All right, a couple things you should know if you decide to do this yourself. I mean, anytime you turn an air conditioner, especially not the brand new ones, but the ones that are a couple years old or older, you turn them on their side, you turn their back, anywhere other than flat, the way they were intended, then you need to let them sit for 24 hours. That allows the air bubbles to go where they need to go, the Freon to go where it needs to go, everything to separate, the oil to go back where it needs to go. Because in the Freon system, there's also oil that lubricates the compressor and the components. So you need all of that stuff to settle and go where it's supposed to go. Give it 24 hours. Plus, you just hose this thing off. You want it to dry really good before you go plugging it in. Make sure you plug it in on a GFI, ground fault interrupt circuit. That way, if there is an issue or you created an issue with the water, it'll just kick the breaker or kick the circuit. Much better than burning something up or something like that. So just make sure that you let it dry good, you let it sit flat for 24 hours before you try to do anything. Anyway, we'll have to see if it works any better. I think the plan for this is to put it in the, yes, I know, I'm just going to say it, in the cat house to cool it down. It's just way, way too hot. And all those little kitties can't come in the RV. That wouldn't be good at all. We already have too many kitties in the RV. Thanks for watching. Sure appreciate it. God bless you. We'll see you next time on the homestead. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share it with your friends, leave me a comment. Let me know what I did wrong. We'll see you later. Bye now.